we got a microphone plugged in. We're making progress. Calvin Castine at Chazy Central Rural School. There's 3:10 left in first period. We are 1 minute past the scheduled start time. So you know they started a little bit early. We walked in the door. We heard the sounds of a game going on. It's Saturday morning, 11 a.m. on the 22nd day of January 2011. My wife Judy's birthday. What better way to celebrate it than watching the Bolton and Chazy girls? No double dribble, no carry on that one. Chazy and Bolton girls at the modified level play basketball. We're here for a triple header. Our referees are Leary and Spillman. We'll have the play-by-play man Joey Trombley just arriving here, often known as the Ted Baxter of hometown cable. And if you don't know who Ted Baxter is, well, I guess you must be underprivileged, because everybody should have watched the Mary Tyler Moore show more than once. We're still looking for the first points of the game. It's 1:50 to go in the first. 1:05 remaining in the first. Still scoreless. We hope to dig out the Chazy roster between periods, and we'll get the Bolton roster at the half. They only take 5-minute halves at the modified level. Periods are only 7 minutes long. So we try to move things along when we got 3 games to go. Temperature is 8 degrees when we arrived here. So I imagine it's still 8 degrees outside. It's getting colder tonight and 20 below on Sunday night. But it's nice to know that we're near the end of January. Looks like Ted Baxter has arrived. Goes in the makeup room. Twelve seconds to go in the period. Letting these guys play, which is good. Nothing to nothing after 1 here on hometown cable. Okay, they are back. I wasn't able to come up with the Chazy roster. It's in there somewhere. I know I had it last night. Joey Trombley is getting the Bolton roster, and hopefully he can fake it through the Chazy roster till we dig out the list. Both teams were green and white. Being the visitors, the Bolton Eagles wear The green uniforms. Tim's offering fashion advice here. How to wear your hair ties. And the Chazy Eagles are the home whites. So Eagles and Eagles, green and white against white and green. I was unable to come up with a Chazy roster, but I know that Joey, being a school board member, knows every kid that comes here, so I'm not worried about Joey knowing the names.
Calvin, I'm glad to be here. They started early, I can see. That would be true?
Just a few minutes early, yes.
Just a few minutes early, so I was out getting the roster for the Bolton girls. And it's Rachel Pombrio on the breakaway. Taking it, misses the layup, and it goes off the hands and out of bounds. And it will be Chazy's ball.
I'm trying to figure out which one of these people is the coach. Looks like they have two coaches.
Yeah, it looks like there's co-coaching here. Cassidy Roberts with the ball, trying to find somebody, but it's picked up by number 24, Mumbolo, and Mumbolo taking it down the court. It's Angelica Mumbolo with the shot, and it's picked up by number 33, Hall. Hall misses it, rebounded by Pombrio. Pombrio will slow it up. We don't have any score in this game, Calvin, so the first quarter was really a defensive gem, it looks like.
It's a shutout, a dual shutout.
You don't see that too often.
No, you don't get many pitchers duels.
No, not at all. And we're back from the timeout. A foul called on number 3, foul. 3 green. That would have been Andy Foul. So Pombrio will take the ball out here for Chazy and gets it into the hands of Callie McGrath. McGrath being guarded very closely by number 5, Brittany Carroll. Over Cassidy Roberts, looking to go baseline, but good defense here by Bolton. And Pombrio, nice shot up by Gillespie, but it goes out of bounds. And so we are almost halfway through the second quarter. We still have no score. It is a defensive gem here on the 22nd of January here in Chazy, as Bolton has made the long track here up north to face the Eagles. And there's 2 other games after this too, Calvin?
I believe so.
And you're here for all of them?
I believe so.
I believe so, okay. Stay tuned, we'll find out. Monica Garrow now takes the shot off. Gets a nice shot off, but it's rebounded by number 33, Marissa Hall. And taking the ball up the court is Mumbolo. Mumbolo gives it up over to Foul. Foul back to Mumbolo. She gets the shot off. And I guess the Vegas over and under is who's going to score first here in this game.
I think the Eagles will.
I think the Eagles will win. It'll either be the Bolton Eagles or the Chazy Eagles. And nice pick by Garrow. Baseline, it goes into Cassidy Roberts' hands, and she loses the pass from Pombrio. And so we have some more changes here coming in for both teams. Coming into the game is number 15, Aaron Corshane, I'll call it that. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. And all kinds of changes now. And then you have Tennant comes in, as well as they have a number 10, and I don't have a number 10 on their roster, so I'm not sure who she is, but we'll call her number 10. And we have number 15, like I say, Corshane, and taken away by Emma Garso, and they can't play half-court defense. So Garso gives it up over to Monica Garrow. Garrow comes up. Also into the game is Taylor Stalker, as well as Sarah Janier here for Chazy. And Garrow drives to the basket, but she tried to get it over the hands of Hall, and it was deflected by Hall out of bounds. So with 3:22 to go here in the second quarter, it is Pombrio taking the ball out here for Chazy. Into Garrow. Garrow gets the shot up. doesn't fall, and a nice rebound by number 15, Corshane. And it's knocked away into the hands of Garrow. Garrow at midcourt. Calls the play. The picks are set. Gives up her dribble. Comes into the hands of Janier. Janier pushes it back over to Garrow. Garrow looking to drive. Sends it up over to Stalker. Stalker looking to make the move. Does a nice strong move. And a good foul on Markham. A hard foul on Markham. And Stalker will go to the line for 2.
Maybe we'll find a way to get somebody on the scoreboard. It'll happen at the foul line.
Well, at this point, I don't think we really care. It's 2:52 to go here in the second. We don't have a score. And we may see our first points here, Calvin.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. And it is Taylor Stalker looking to try to get the first points of the game here for both teams. And hits the front of the rim.
Wouldn't it be neat, Joey, to cover a 1-0 basketball game?
It'd be a first. And we still have 0-0, and the ball is rebounded by Corshane. And it's Aaron Corshane. Again, I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right here. I can't read the writing. And the shot goes up, and it's rebounded by Garrow. So we approach 2.5 minutes here left in the second quarter. And Garrow into the paint, driving, gets a shot off, doesn't fall. Stalker grabbing the rebound, and coming up for it is number 24, Mumbolo, and she's fouled by number 22, Garso.
I think it was just defense, no defense in the backcourt call.
Oh, no defense? Okay.
Tim didn't go to the scoreboard to indicate a foul.
Okay. You're on your game today, Calvin.
Oh yeah, well, I'm watching this game like a hawk. Or an eagle.
Like an eagle. You're a true professional. I'm still flustered from getting here and the game already being started. I'm gonna need halftime just to calm down here a little bit.
Yeah, just to compose yourself.
Just to compose myself, exactly. So we have 2 minutes here to go in the second quarter. So I guess the big question is, Calvin, will we see a score in the first half?
I think I'm betting a dime we will.
Okay.
You got it covered?
I got it covered.
Okay.
Here we are. Pombrio's. Oh, nice pass to Stalker. But good defensive play by number 10. We don't have her name, so we'll call her number 10. At the half, I'll go double check and see who number 10 is. Pombrio down to Stalker. Nice job. And you're right, Calvin.
There we go.
You called it.
Easiest dime ever made.
Yeah, Stalker takes it right in on a nice pass from Pombrio, and Chazy goes up with a commanding 2-0 lead here in the second quarter. Minute 32 to go. And Mumbolo getting a shot off. A nice job by Mumbolo. Into the paint, gets another shot off. And Garrow gets to the ball. So Garrow working her way down. Calls the play. And it's Garrow looking across center court. She does. Oh, she could have taken the shot, but gives up over to Garso. Garso loses it. And nice play by number 12, Markham. And we'll go to Bolton with 45 seconds here left in the second quarter. And a low-scoring affair here in Chazy. And maybe it could be those Arctic freeze coming in that it's affected the shooting ability of both teams here in the first half.
It's a good thing it's not below 0. I don't know what the score would be.
No? Well, that's a good point. We could check with Chief Meteorologist Tom Messner out at WPTZ. He may be able to help us out on that one.
He'll tell us what weather we had, yes.
And the ball goes off of Garrow. So we have 31.9 seconds here left in the second quarter.
All the weathermen in the world are better at telling us what we had than what we're getting.
I still go back to the good old days of Bird Badan, Calvin, and the chalkboard. The Atlantic weatherman?
Yeah.
Bird Badan?
They even had a song in Montreal that they sang up there on the radio stations.
About Bird Badan, right?
Yeah.
And we have 16.3 seconds. So when you listen to Hometown Cable, you get a lot of history too, besides the basketball games that we call here. And it is Pombrio with 11 seconds here. Nice pass to Garso, back to Pombrio. Pombrio gets the shot off. It was a good look, and the first half has come to an end here in Chazy. In a remarkable low-scoring game, the Lady Eagles of Chazy are beating the Lady Eagles of Bolton 2-0. And we're starting the third quarter here. And Bolton almost scored their first bucket on Taylor Robinson's shot. The ball goes to Chazy, and at the half, Calvin, number 10 does have a name for Bolton. Her name is Cardine Klesko. And again, being flustered, getting here late, I missed her name. It was there. I totally missed it. I take full responsibility. I hope this doesn't hurt my contract with Hometown Cable.
Your reputation is not tarnished.
And it goes out of bounds here. So we have 6:22 to go here. We're early. There's only 7-minute quarters here at the modified level.
Of course, Joey and I were in the locker room for Bolton at the half, and they get their plan for the second half, and their second half plans are to score more baskets.
Yeah, well, their plan is to score a basket. At least that's the start. And Brooke West does a nice job grabbing the ball, getting it over to Trombley. And Mara Trombley taking up the court. She has Hannah Hayes to her left. And she has Cassidy Roberts out there as well. As who else is out there for Chazy? There's a shot up. And Allison Tatro is fouled going up for getting the rebound going up offensively. So Tatro will go to the line for 2, Allison Tatro. Tatro makes the first one, so Chazy increases their lead to 3-0. And another one, so now it's 4-0. And you have number 12, Markham, throwing the ball all the way up over to Maria Collins. And Collins will take the ball up here for Bolton. She crosses midcourt. Trombley Garner, but a carry called. And Calvin, of course, I got here late. Have you announced who the officials are today?
Yes, I did. Spillman and Leary, or Leary and Spillman.
Okay. Sounds like a law firm with the way you said it.
And Mazzotti.
And Mazzotti. And Tatro gets a shot off. Brooke West gets a shot up, doesn't drop. And here comes...
Take your word for it, the coach was blocking us.
The what?
The coach was blocking our view.
It was.
I'll take your word.
You have to. I had a better view than you did. Oh, nice shot. It just doesn't drop. And picked up by Tatro. She gives it up over to Trombley. Over to Brooke West. West driving to the hoop, gets the shot off. Doesn't drop. And it goes into the hands of number 10, Klesko. Klesko working her way down, trying to get the shot off, and she's fouled. And the foul is on Brooke West. So going to the line for 2 would be a Cardine Klesko. And Bolton gets on the board. It's now 4-1. It took 4 minutes and 45 seconds of the third quarter, and they finally get on the board. So the Eagles of Chazy's dream of shutting out a team in basketball has abruptly come to an end, Calvin.
Yep. Oh well. Next game.
Next game. And the rebound is by Tatro. She's picked up by Markham at midcourt. Over to Brooke West. Brooke West into the paint, has some room, gets the shot off, goes off the backboard, off the rim, and we have a jump ball. And the arrow favors, I think it favors the Eagles. And West is coming out of the game, and Monica Garrow is into the game. Hannah Hayes will take the ball out here for Chazy. And Allie Tebow is into the game also here for Chazy.
People might be wondering what Paul Spillman threw across the floor. Obviously the refs for the next game have arrived, and he threw the key for the locker room to them.
And Hannah Hayes gets the ball from Garrow. It's knocked away by number 24, Mumbalo. Tebow. Puts a nice job over to Janier. Janier going to baseline, working her way. Pushes it back over to Tatro. Tatro baseline, gets the shot off. Rebound Tebow. Tebow goes up. Doesn't drop. Nice rebound by Tebow. Over to Janier. She gets a shot off. Nice rebound by, and it goes off of Tatro. And Bolton will take the ball out. Just under 4 minutes here left in the third quarter. And we have Markham, Lindsay Markham, taking the ball up here for Bolton. And it goes out of bounds. So we'll go to Chazy. And more substitutions. We have Marissa Hall comes into the game. And coming out for Bolton is Taylor Robinson. Hannah Hayes taking the ball up for Chazy into Allie Tebow. Tebow looks underneath to Tatro. Tatro gets a quick shot off. And it goes into the hands of Hall. Hall pushes it up the floor. But coming back, Garrow defensively does a nice job. Garrow looking to drive all the way. Pushes it back out. And it goes into the hands of Janier. Janier gets it over to Tatro. Tatro gets the shot off. And there's a rebound. And it's going off of goes off of Garrow. So the ball will go to Bolton. And now we have Jenna Smith into the game here for Bolton. And coming out of the game is Mumbalo. And Tatro's out of the game, and into the game is Stalker. So all kinds of changes from both coaches here, getting all their players into this modified game. And it's Lindsay Markham being guarded by Hannah Hayes. And it goes off of Garrow. So the ball will go to Bolton here with 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Chazy leading this game 4-1. I'm Joey Trombley calling the action. Calvin Castine, the father of Hometown Cable, on the camera. And Calvin has done back-to-back games here in Chazy. Here last night when Willsboro was in town, and he's come back to watch the Bolton games. So the community of Chazy, Calvin, appreciates your dedication to Chazy sports.
Send money.
And I think that's why he comes here, because Chazy does send money.
Some do, most don't.
Some do, most don't. Well, do you know how many people get, 'cause I know people go to Dish Network and stuff and they can't get to you.
Of course they can.
You know how many, well, on the internet. But I mean, taking the access channel, how many stations do they have now?
I don't know.
Time Warner.
Last count I had was about 33 to 3,500 customers, so 11,000 viewers.
Okay.
But
And
I
then
don't know.
and then you do the access channel in Plattsburgh still, or no?
Yes.
Okay. And then how many viewers are there?
Well, you got 15,000 subscribers in Plattsburgh,
Okay.
so
All right. So, and is that what, channel 31 there?
15.
15. Okay. I was on top of my game there. Okay. I don't know where I got 31 from. Was it used to be 30 or 31?
It used to be 30 in Plattsburgh, yes.
Okay.
And it's channel 30 in Malone, but I haven't said anything to Malone in a while.
Okay. And then, of course, Plattsburgh.com.
And HometownCableNetwork.com.
And HometownCableNetwork.com. Okay, I know we talked about that last night.
Eventually, I can see where, if they want to watch, they'll have to go through the internet. Right now, I'm sticking around to cable because most of my supporters are baby boomers and above, and they may not be that internet keen, so I'm sticking around the cable, but it's very expensive for me to stay on the cable.
Right. So then now you have to go to the internet to get this information.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you want to keep it on cable, folks, you heard Calvin, it is expensive. It goes up every year. He has to pay for that access channel, and he only can do it with viewer support or business support. And I will say, as a business person, if you aren't advertising on Hometown Cable, you're missing a wonderful opportunity. You're supporting Hometown Cable, you're supporting Hometown Memories, and for the viewers out there, if you pay for cable, you know what your cable bill is every month. And I know a lot of you support public broadcasting, PBS, which has good broadcasting, and Hometown Cable fits right in there too, as far as your viewing. And nice shot by Tebow. So it is an appeal to support Hometown Cable. A lot of people do consistently, and like Calvin says, there's a lot of people who've been watching for years who don't do it, and probably just they don't think about it more than anything. And so if it's every broadcast, it sounds like I guess in soccer we call it begging for money. We are. I mean, I don't get paid to do this. I do this with Calvin because I know what Hometown Cable means to the North Country, and as the years have gone by, and as you lose community members and you lose family members, you really appreciate to have those memories on film or on the internet now, and they just can't be replaced. And you heard Calvin say earlier, it's getting very, very expensive for cable, and personally I like to sit back on the recliner and put on channel 24 and have a nice screen to look at to watch it. I enjoy it more than sitting at the computer watching it on a little screen.
Well, it's going to come certainly within the next decade, and probably in the earlier part of the next decade, that you're going to be able to run your internet right through your home TV viewing screen.
Yeah, well, when it gets to that point, then then it would be obviously good for the viewer to have the same experience that you have now watching it on the access channel. But the thing is, folks, it's an appeal, and obviously economic times are tough. There's no doubt about that. But if you can find it somehow, some way, I know some people send you like $12 a month, and they do that consistently. Some send a one-time check for the year. But if you feel compelled to send anything, you can send it to 1477 Ridge Road in Champlain, New York, 12919, or go to HometownCableNetwork.com or Plattsburgh.com, and you can do it through PayPal or on the internet. So there's more than one way to support this great programming, and even this game right here, these young ladies at the modified level. It's before you know it, these girls will be seniors and going out into the big world, and they'll look back at these times themselves as well as their parents and just realize how special they are at this point. So we have 1:25 here left in the third quarter, and Chazy has outscored Bolton 2-1 this quarter. They outscored them in the first half 2-0, so they lead 4-1. And it has been a defensive gem. A little bit cold shooting is part of it, and we'll just call that part of the Arctic freeze that's coming in, and it's affected their shooting for both teams. But here comes number 24, Mumbolo, and nice drive by Mumbolo, and they go to within 1 point of Chazy, 4-3, and it's Garrow taking the ball up here for Chazy as we approach the 1 minute mark. She's picked up by Mumbolo at midcourt, and Garrow trying to drive, and it's stolen by Mumbolo. So Mumbolo doing a good job defensively here and nice drive. It doesn't drop, but a nice effort by Mumbolo, rebounded by Stalker, gives it up to Hayes with 44 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Chazy clinging to that 1 point lead, 4-3. Hayes has it knocked away by Mumbolo. It goes out of bounds, so it'll be a Chazy ball on the sideline here. And they set up for the inbounds play. It's Hannah Hayes. And she goes to Garrow because in the modified level they can't go on the defensive end to the final 2 minutes. And the ball's knocked away into the hands of Hall. Hall pushes it up to Mumbolo. Mumbolo looking to drive. Hayes Garden. And it's knocked away by Stalker. A nice play by Stalker. Stalker gets it, goes for the layup, and Taylor Stalker. Beautiful defensive play. Look at the smile on that face, Calvin. Taylor Stalker defensively was there, took it the length of the court, took it into the hoop. We'll go ahead 6-3, and this third period will come to the end, and Mumbolo lets a one-hander go from half court. It doesn't drop. But what a way to end that third quarter, Calvin. And I was talking about hometown memories. The smile on Taylor Stalker's face was precious.
Yep, and she'll appreciate that more 20 years from now.
Absolutely, and so won't her parents. And Chazy leads after 3, 6-3. And we're going to start the fourth quarter here. Chazy leading 6-3. They outscored Bolton 4-3 in that quarter. And it is picked up by Gillespie. And Gillespie driving down the court and double dribble on Ashley Gillespie. And Jenna Smith for Bolton taking the ball up. Stolen by Garso. No, nice job by Tennant. And Skylar Thomas with the ball for Chazy. Calls the play. Gets to McGrath. McGrath with the ball. Pushing it back over to Skylar Thomas. Thomas has the position. And nice play by Skylar Thomas taking it to the hoop. And Chazy goes up 8-3. And Jenna Smith will take the ball up here for Bolton. Gets it up over to Tennant. By Tennant's hands, it's out of bounds. And it will go to Chazy. And Pombrio into the game. Gets it from Thomas. Garrow is out of the game. Rachel Pombrio gives up her dribble over to Thomas. Thomas going baseline. Nice drive by Skylar Thomas. And she gets that one to fall. And it's now 10-3, so Skylar Thomas having a big fourth quarter here for the Lady Eagles. And the ball will come into Jenna Smith. And Calvin, do they have it's not like a 10-second rule for the women coming across, right?
No.
Is that at every level?
Yep.
And here it goes. Nice drive by Rachel Pombrio. So offensively, timeout called by Bolton. So offensively, Chazy has picked it up here in the second half. And we'll be back in just a moment. And we're back from the timeout. And it's number 12, Markham, taking the ball up here for Bolton. Lindsay Markham with the ball being guarded by Pombrio. Markham gets it up over to Tennant. Tennant looking to drive baseline. Guarded by McGrath. Nice pass inside. And McGrath fouled. And we have number 10, Cardine Klesko coming in. Number 4, who got fouled, taking a shot. Jenna Smith has come off. And it will be Klesko taking the foul shots here for Bolton. It's the front of the rim.
You know a player is hurt when he won't take their foul shots.
Yeah, you know she must be. And it doesn't hit the rim, so it automatically goes to Chazy.
I I've seen many of players say, I'm hurt, but let me take my shots, then take me out.
Yeah, oh yeah. They aren't that. I got hurt for this, I'm taking my shots.
That's right.
And you have Pombrio taking the ball up for Chazy. It's wide open for her. Gives it up over to McGrath. McGrath getting the shot off. Picked up by Thomas. Thomas driving in. And white ball underneath. The official thought that there was a timeout called by Coach Guerin. And Skylar Thomas had a free break to the basket, Calvin.
Tim wants to keep the score close.
And we have a jump ball. And the arrow favors Chazy. And Maria Collins checks into the game. And Kenzie Tennant comes out for Bolton. Thomas making her move. And we called for a travel. She took a step back. And coming into the game is Corshane, Aaron Corshane. And taking the ball up is Lindsay Markham. Corshane with the ball, sends it up, and it's picked up by number 20 Robinson. Give up her dribble, and Callie McGrath plays aggressive style of basketball for Chazy. Is picked up for the foul. We have Brooke West, we have Paige Barcombe, and we have Mara Trombley checking into the game. The ball knocked away, picked up by Barcombe. Paige Barcombe with the ball, driving up toward the basket. Back over to Trombley. Trombley is blocked. Taking it back to the hoop. Trombley can't make that one. It's picked up by number 10, Klesko. And the Eagles get back on defense. Klesko has it taken away by Pombrio. Pombrio looking up will slow things down. Picked by Trombley. Nice swish defensively. Number 12, Markham, picking up Pombrio. She tried to get Brooke West, and it goes out of bounds. And the arrow, actually, it's out on Chazy, so it will go to Bolton. And they got, so, okay, coming off is number 20, Robinson. And it's number 12, Markham, taking the ball up here for Bolton. And a foul on Pombrio. Ball into Klesko. She gets the shot off. Nice try. Rebounded by Brooke West. Good job by Brooke West. Over to Trombley. Trombley trying to bounce it to Brooke West. And bouncing around. And it's picked up by Paige Barcombe, and we have a jump ball, and the arrow favors the Bolton Eagles. With 2:59 to go here in the fourth. Chazy up 12-3 here on the 22nd of January 2011. And there's the shot. It'll be short. And there's another shot. And it drops. A nice job by Maria Collins. Gets the bucket for Bolton. And now it's 12-5. Trombley over to Pombrio. Pombrio trying to drive. Nice play defensively by Corshane. Baseline shot. Shot goes up, rebounded by Corshane, stolen by Pombrio, and Pombrio's got some nice speed. Pombrio takes it right up and in, doesn't drop though, and it's picked up by Klesko. And the pace of the game has picked up, knocked away by Pombrio to Trombley to Brook West, but again it's picked up by Klesko, does a nice job, and it gets into the hands of Corshane, and a foul on Trombley. We have 2:08 to go here. It's number 12, Lindsay Markham. Into the hands of Smith. And into the hands of Skylar Thomas. Does a nice job. Nice soft hands. Skylar Thomas off the backboard and in. So big fourth quarter for Skylar Thomas. That's her 6th point of the quarter. Chazy, after only leading 2-0 at the half, have now increased their lead to 14-5 with 1:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. And it goes off of Tatro. Markham trying to get in, but stolen by Tatro. Gives it up over to Trombley. Mara Trombley approaching midcourt. Picked up by Monbelo into Paige Barcombe. Barcombe gets into the paint, gets a shot off. Doesn't drop. And it's picked up by number 15, Corshane. Corshane coming down the right side. And nice job by Pine to knock it away from behind. And it will be Bolton ball underneath the Chazy basket with 1:15 here left in the game. Robinson comes into the game, and coming out is Collins. Down below, nice try. Foul called on Tatro, so going to the line for 2 is Marissa Hall for 2. She hits the front of the rim here, and now the second shot. Off the backboard, off the rim, picked up by Pine. Or Tatro. Tatro coming down. Over to Trombley. Pushes it over to Pombrio. Back to Barcombe. Baseline to Tatro. Had a nice look. Rebounded by Paige Barcombe. Over to Trombley. Trombley has it knocked away. Gives it up over to Thomas. Thomas into the paint. Gives it up over to Tatro. Tatro getting the shot off. It's short. Picked up by Pombrio. So nice effort here offensively by the Eagles, Lady Eagles. Tatro looked, didn't have the shot. Trombley cut into the basket. Tries to get a shot off. Tatro gets the rebound, and she makes it. So now it's 16-5 Chazy with 34 seconds to go here in the game. And it is Monbelo with the ball. Ball's knocked out of bounds, so it will go to Bolton. 22.7 seconds here left in the game. And Allison Tatro taking it up, nails the layup, and Chazy had a big fourth quarter here. They've increased that lead to 18-5, and this game will be in the books as a victory for Chazy here. And the shot will go out of bounds. We're 6.3 seconds away from this game to be officially declared over here. And it looks like Chazy will win this game 18-5. And that's the way it will end. The Lady Eagles of Chazy beat the Lady Eagles of Bolton 18-5 here on the 22nd day of January. 2011 here at the Eagles Nest in Chazy. As Calvin Castine, the father of hometown cable, likes to say, that's the way it was in beautiful downtown Chazy.